Hey, how's it going, everyone? How's it going? This is the Conscious Chicano. So, like I said, I'm gonna be coming on here live more often since I'm able to access YouTube, mobile, I guess. So, how's it going, everyone? Let me actually point this more towards me. Yeah. So, what's going on, everyone? So, yeah, so yesterday I had a live talking about um, Zionism right now, what's happening, stuff like that. So interesting. Um, right now, the UCLA was it Chancellor or something like that. He's in Congress and stuff like that, and he's in trouble right now because a lot of the people, they're wondering why the chancellor didn't why he didn't bring the police in to prevent the situation that occurred with they had the UCLA protests against the genocide of the Palestinians. Why didn't he stop the Zionist protesters from attacking the Palestinian, the Zionist anti-protesters. Let me get that straight. The Zionists were attacking the Palestinian protesters, and there's lots of documentation, video footage of Zionists hitting the the protesters, uh, hitting them with pipes. I don't know if it's like pipes or sticks or something like that. And they were grabbing protesters and putting them in a circle and beating them down and stuff like that. And all this could have been prevented if the UCLA chancellor would have, um, if he would have had the police right. Actually, there was cops there. I think there was cops there, and they didn't do shit. They just allowed it to happen. So that's interesting. So a lot of the UCLA faculty and students and all that are, I think they're formally, um, going through a possible. I think they're formally addressing this issue on why the chancellor did not provide, did not instruct the kind of like the police to prevent the violence and stuff like that there. So right now they just set up camp again at UCLA. So we have anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian protesters setting up camp again, and now there's more people getting involved now. Now it's like faculty now. So the faculty, I think they're going on strike too, stuff like that, and it's happening throughout the universities too. Now the faculty is getting involved and they're supporting the student protesters and everything. So that's a good thing because something needs to be done. You know, Israel is committing big time genocide. Ethnic cleansing on the Palestinians. What's kind of odd is that you have the international courts. They're already seeking an arrest warrant on Netanyahu. But what's it what's kind of weird is um, usually the international courts, they're run by the West in the United States, and they never prosecute war criminals who are from these Western countries. So, it might be just like something to pacify everybody, but they might not arrest Netanyahu. He'll probably just get away with all these crimes against the Palestinians and stuff like that. Oh, and now there's some social media propaganda coming from Israel, where they have these videos. Oh, see, you guys don't want to believe that Hamas tortured and beat up civilian hostages. So there's some video of supposedly Hamas soldiers, and there's like some Israeli women, beat up and stuff like that. Well, the X app actually exposed that video, and the Israeli propaganda is making it seem like these were Hamas guys that just captured civilians. No, well, the women that were in that video were IDF soldiers, and they were mocking the genocide of Palestinians, and they were also involved in killing Palestinian children and civilians. So Hamas captured these women who were murdering their people, and that's what they did. They have to face the consequences. If you're out there murdering Palestinians and doing all these atrocious things and trying to look pretty on TikTok, and I've seen these Israeli women. They have propaganda. They're like on tanks and all that. And they're trying to look all pretty and push propaganda and everything. So you sympathize with them. Hold on, my mount just actually fell. But yeah, it's just propaganda. So just be aware that the X app actually exposed that. So the hostages were actually IDF soldiers who were murdering Palestinian children and all kinds of people. So there's no sympathy for war criminals. They get what they get. Um, here. Yeah, I only could be on here for a little bit. So what else is going on? I was gonna say something else. I just gotta park here. So let me actually put this mount on right and finish this up because I gotta get going, everyone. So um so yeah, definitely we got a lot of this propaganda going on out here. And let me just fix this up because my mount fell. So a lot of propaganda going on out here. Um, and I was actually gonna talk about how yeah, this. Oh, and so Netanyahu is wanted, as a criminal by the international courts and by various countries. They said if Netanyahu steps into their country, he's going to get arrested. Um, so that's what they say. So who knows what's the truth and what's reality and stuff like that. Um, and interesting is that was it NATO? Was it NATO or the UN? One of those. Sometimes I get them confused, but they there's a bunch of countries now acknowledging Palestine as a state. So they didn't do that before. Now they're seeing them as they're recognizing them, Palestine as an official country. But here's the thing: a weird thing is this: is that why didn't they take action right away? Israel already did their damage and wiped out a lot of people and took a lot of their land, and now they want to just recognize them as a barely, or they're almost at the brink of extinction. You know, they killed a lot of the Palestinians, um, and pushed them to the edge of Palestine of Rafah, and and basically, hold on, let me close this up because there's a bunch of Wasichus around here, and you guys don't know who Wasichus are, then just look up Native Americans and what they call the white man. So a lot of times Wasichus hear you talking like this and everything, they start acting all sensitive and stuff like that. So, anyways, so definitely, let me see. So why is Palestine barely being acknowledged and as a country when they're almost done and finished? I assume. I mean, a lot of the Palestinian populations are being. They do move to around surrounding areas, so they're not extinct completely, but a lot of their population has been, murdered at the hands of the Israeli government, Zionist government. So, and it's like, okay, who's actually gonna reverse everything? How you can't bring all those people back. They're all dead, right? And it's like, okay, who's gonna make Israel give back the land back to the Palestinians? So acknowledging Palestine as a country, it's all talk, but there's no action. No action. So at the end, it's probably Israel is still gonna have the land, the stolen land, the resources, and they murdered just most of the population. So I mean, I don't see it. A lot of this is just smoke screens. That's all it is. Anyways, well, I'm gonna have to get going. You guys will catch me on some other time and everything when I'm on the go. Anyways, have a good day. This is Conscious Chicano, and I'm out.